Good morning, students. Welcome back to the chapter of arrays. We have been discussing arrays since our previous sessions, and today also we will have class on arrays. And today's class is 2D arrays. And last class we discussed how we can initialize and how we can access the members. And today we will continue the same topic. Hope you all are fine and you are able to understand what has been explained in your previous sessions. And today's class is arrays part number 9. So the same topic will be continued, that is two-dimension arrays, programs on 2D arrays. So consider the declaration int a to 3. That means a can store data in 2 rows and 3 columns. We can read 6 elements into the array. We need to use nested for loop. One loop will count the rows, the other loop will count the columns. So better we take up one example and then we start studying that. So let us consider the following fragment. So imagine A can store 3 rows and 2 columns. Let's take A. A can store 2 rows and 3 columns. So A can store 2 rows and 3 columns. So this is 0, 1. 0 index and 1. 1 row and 0. 0 row and 1 row. Zero index, 1 index and 2 index. Now see out, enter the elements. For I is equal to 0, I ಈಗ 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So I is equal to 0, 0 less than 2, that is I is less than 2, true. For j is equal to 0, j will be 0. 0 less than 3, true. Now I is 0, j is also 0. Cin ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? The job of cin is to read the array elements and store it to array ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, cin reads the data and read ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ a ಅಲ್ಲಿ I is 0, j is also 0. One value will be accepted and it will be stored in a ಅಲ್ಲಿ 0 row 0 column ಗೆ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Like this. Now j plus plus. So j is incremented by 1. So j will be 1. Now j is 1. 1 less than 3 true. True ಆದರೆ C in ಒಂದು value accept ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು a of I 0, you can see I 0, j is 1. One value accept ಆಗಿ it will store in a of I ಅಂದರೆ 0, j is 1. 0 row, 1 column, one value will be stored. Next again we will increment the value by 1, so it will be 2. J value will be 2. Now 2 less than 3 true. One value will be accepted and stored in A of I is 0, j is 2. 0 row, 2 column. One value will be accepted and stored here. Next, j value is incremented by 1. ಇದು ಇನ್ನರ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನರ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಔಟರ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ I is equal to 3. This will become false because 3 is less than 3 false. Control will come out of the loop. Then I plus plus ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now I is incremented by 1. I is equal to 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now j is equal to again it will be 0. ಮತ್ತೆ j 0. I plus plus ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. True 1 less than 2 true. Again for j is equal to 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 0 less than 3 true. Now see in A of I is 1, j is 0. 1 row, 0 column. One value will be accepted and stored in 1 row and 0 column. Then again j plus plus. So to take the next number, j is incremented by 1. So ಈಗ j value, I value change ಆಗಲ್ಲ. First j value 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 1 less than 3 true. A of 1 row, 1 column. One value will be accepted and stored in 1 row and 1 column. Like this. Again j plus plus ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. J will be incremented by 1. J will become 2. 2 less than 3 true. See in A of j. I is 1, j is 2. One value will be accepted and stored in 1 row and 2 column. Again j plus plus. J is incremented by 1. J will become 3. 3 less than 3 false. Control will come exit from the loop. Now I value is incremented by 1. So I will become I is equal to 2. 2 less than 2 false. Control will exit. So like this the data will be accepted and stored. Inner loop and outer loop. So outer loop true idre inner loop execute ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So until the condition is true, the inner loop is executed. Once the condition in inside loop or inner loop is false, control comes out of the loop. When it comes out of the loop, the outer loop continues. So let's see a fragment where we can print the accepted values. Same way, I is equal to 0, I is less than 2, I plus plus. So this will count rows because there are 2 rows, 1 and 2. J will count columns. So it will count 1, 2 and 3 columns. So we are giving ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ರೋ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೋ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್. Then again we will take the next row. Then we will fill one row ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. Second row that we will fill 0, 1 and 2. Like this we print the data arranged in array A, that is 2 rows and 3 columns. They are printed. 5 in total 6 elements are printed. Let us see the program in which we will print the two-dimensional arrays. Accept and print. So here we are taking an array, a array with 5 rows and 5 columns. I, j looping variables. M and n will represent the rows and columns. Cout IO stream ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ because we are using input and output statements. Conio ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ because we are using clear screen and get zero. IO map ಏನಕ್ಕೆ include ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ because we are using endl ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Then we are taking a array, then we are taking ij looping variables, then we are taking total number of rows and total number of columns. Then enter the order. Order is nothing but ಎಷ್ಟು rows ಎಷ್ಟು columns ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ, that is m and n. So cout enter the elements. So elements ನ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. For I is equal to 0 same ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. For I is equal to 0, I is less than m, I plus plus. Then again we have so same thing, I value 0, I will count the rows, 0 rows, we start from 0 rows till I is less than m, and the columns we start from j is equal to 0 and j is less than n, j plus plus. So we are taking I will count the rows and j will count the columns. So same thing you can see here, the ತುಂಬಾ difference ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, c in ಬದಲು cout ಇರುತ್ತೆ, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ slash t ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. Slash t, that is because all the elements should not come in one line. There should be a difference between the rows and columns. To create this difference, we are adding slash t ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Slash t ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, it will give a gap between one element and another element. One other statement you can see here, ಸಿ ಇನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಮುಗೀತು, ಬಟ್ ಸಿ ಔಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ರೋಸ್ will not come, next row will not come in next line, everything will be printed in one line. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ we should give this statement cout endl. ಇದು ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, so if you don't give this, all elements are printed in one line. So output, enter the order. So the order given is to 2 and 3, ಅಂದರೆ 2 rows 3 columns. So 2 rows and 3 columns. The elements are 1, 2, 1, 1, 0, 1. The accepted elements, they are printed 1, 2, 1 and 1, 0, 1. So now we have write a program to sum all the row and sum all the column in the matrices separately. Row sum ಮತ್ತೆ column sum ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Row sum column sum ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Let's first understand this. So we are taking an array. So if this is the array ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, A. So this is 0 index, this is 1 index, andre 0 row, 1 row, this is 0 column, 1 column and 2 column. Let us the order is order 2 cross 3 ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಅಂದರೆ 2 cross 3 ಅಂದರೆ order is 2 and 3. That means 2 rows and 3 columns. So enter the order. Order andre row and number of rows and number of columns. So imagine this is R and this is columns C. Now enter the matrix elements. So we will accept matrix elements. So now imagine the data stored is 88, 89, 90, 91, 92 and 93. So the program is write a program to sum all the row and sum all the column. All the row andre 88 plus 89 plus 90. Okay. So let us see how much it will be. 88 plus 89 plus 90. 267. The sum of first row is 267. And the sum of 91 plus 92 plus 93 is 276. 276. And the sum of first row, that is 88 plus 91 is 179. 179. So it will be 181. And it will be 181, 183. 90 plus 93 is 183. So like this we have to calculate. That means we have to find the sum of row and columns, each row and each column. Like this we have to find the sum, row sum and column sum. So a row sum ಗೆ R sum ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, column sum ಗೆ C sum ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. R and C is to store the order of the matrix. Order is nothing but rows and columns. So like this we have to do how. So here you must have understood C in A of ij means ishtu accept ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So next session we will see the logic where we will calculate the row sum and column sum. Hope you have understood today's class. Next class we will implement the logic to find the row sum, individual row sum and column sum separately. Hope you have understood today's session. Thanks for your patience listening. Have a great day ahead. God bless you all, my dear students.